Welcome back to Vile Villain. I'm your villainous host, Deadward. And this video is a little bit late, as you may have noticed, or you may not have. It's a new channel. A lot of you may not be watching yet. Shame on you. What we have going on this week is, as I promised, I have those remaining 2 Dark Crystal figures from Funko. This week, they did not have an exclusive drop at Funko headquarters, so I was not expecting there really to be any Funko stuff. And then all of a sudden, Scooby Doo's coming out, and some Office stuff from The Office. And anyway, as you know, yeah. So now I have lots of stuff to show you. Plus, I picked up some other stuff, or at least one other thing. First things first, though, the Dark Crystal. And the name of the character, or the race of character, I could not remember last week. It was Podling. And this is Hup, the Podling from the new series. They're little hobbit-like guys, and anyway, he's really cool looking. Let's open it up. So this little guy, if I can get him out of the plastic, is a really good sculpt. Really neat looking. Let's see. Oh, bendable elbows. That's always a plus. His head moves a little bit. Oh, knees too. On a figure that small, that's pretty cool. He does come with 2 spoons. So, yeah, Podlings, not big fighters. But if it's anything like the original Dark Crystal, they raised one of the Gelflings. From what I understand in the new Dark Crystal, there are a lot more Gelflings. So this is before they were all killed, yada yada. Anyway, I don't know how that plays out because I've had in-laws in town, and I haven't had a chance to do anything. Why the video's late? Why everything's late? Anyway. So yeah, why I haven't watched the Dark Crystal, that's what I was getting to. So there's that. There's also a show called Carnival Row. A lot of people are raving about that. I watched about half of the first episode and thought it was more like a crime drama. I'm going to revisit it though, without the distractions of people from out of town. So we'll see how that goes. I have some friends that are like saying it's the cool thing. I don't know. We'll see. Next up, we have the Silk Spitter. Now, I think this is a creature for the bad guys. There is a clip in one of the trailers where it shows somebody riding this thing, I think. Cats. And I couldn't tell. It almost looked like it might have been a good guy or a Gelfling or maybe even a Podling, but he looks like he'd probably be a bad guy compared to the, I forget what their name called in the first series, but anyway, let's see what it looks like. Oh. Cats have made their way in here and are causing lots of havoc. And the bread ties gotta come off here. Get the cats. They decided this is a good playground right here at my feet. I'll show you if I can catch one of the little... Oh no, there's 2 more. You can have that and that. No, you can have that. All right. This guy, oh, look, even articulation. That I was not expecting. There's a interesting kind of mouth and everything. Really cool, kind of sculpt. Not like a typical spider or anything, but he looks kind of spider-ish. But I think he looks more like a beetle now that I'm looking at it. This looks like it would be a hard shell. Maybe even it would have wings. It's hard to say. But being called a Silk Spitter kind of makes you think he's probably a spider. That and these really long legs. So, oh, look, torso. even the torso moves. I was just trying to see if the head moved, which it does. Anything else move? All 6 legs move. Oh, and the front legs, arms, whatever, move in a couple positions, so let's get him in a cool position here. Rawr. Yeah. In my travels this week, looking for other stuff, I came across this. I've been kind of looking for these. They're the Star Wars Archives, and basically they're a second edition release of Black Series figures that were released, and a lot of people weren't able to get those, myself included, and now here we have these. But there's a little bit of a difference. I know that on the first one, this is the Biker Scout, by the way, and he looks like a Biker Scout. Pretty cool. Let's get him open here. Wow. Okay. For the most part, everything is the same as the first Biker Scout. However, they included a little more mud, a little more realistic mud here on the boots, so it kind of comes up to the knee, and a little bit more here and there. Nothing on the back, but he looks like a Biker Scout. He has a lot of good range of motion, just like most Star Wars Black Series figures. He comes with the most tiny gun. Tiny. I'm not even going to try and put that in his hands right now. It's a Biker Scout. Oh, look at this. And on his boot is a holster for that tiny little gun. And I'm looking forward to setting him up in some cool scenes, poses, whatnot. In my journeys of searching for crystal stuff this week, I came across this guy. He's an older version. I don't know what year these came out. They are Hasbro. I don't think they're that old. Maybe late 90s, mid 2000. I don't know. But this is just a gorilla soldier from the original Planet of the Apes series. Yeah, it's like a soldier figure, but he is cool. And what I didn't notice until I got him home is that he comes, and for those of you who have seen it will appreciate it, he comes with a net. So yeah, and a club. And I was hoping for General Ursus or Cornelius or Dr. Zaius, but hey, I'll take what I can get when it comes to Planet of the Apes. I love Planet of the Apes. Maybe not so much the Tim Burton one, although it was cool for its own thing. Now, what you've all been waiting to see, the Pops. Fact, bears eat beets. The best one this week, in my opinion, is the Office Pop, and it's the t-shirt combo that came with this t-shirt and Jim Halpert dressed up as Dwight Schrute. This is awesome. 2 other Pops came out this week, and I forgot to mention on the other one, these are Target exclusives, same with the t-shirt combo. Target only, and I got there bright and early, and I think they were gone like that. There were people waiting. Luckily, I got some. And what we have here, Andy Dwyer with a banjo, pretty cool. The whole pop thing, well, not so much the pop thing, but the Office thing is really new to me. So I don't know if there's another Andy out, or if this is the first one. Either way, he has a banjo, and he's probably the coolest one. This one is Golden Face, so it's Jim Halpert playing Golden Face in a little movie that Michael Scott made. Hilarious episode. If you can pick them up, I love them. On a side note, I don't know how long these have been out, but I happened to come across Hey King Dwight. Like I said, another funny episode. This guy's heavy. He's really top heavy. When I had him out of the box, he almost fell over. He's that top heavy. So shipping would probably cost a little more on these if you're going to ship these out, but he is awesome looking. Well worth your money. available at Walmart only. And the big news of the week is Scooby Doo. So I waited in line at Box Lunch. I'd never actually waited at Box Lunch before, or Hot Topic for that matter. I believe they're both owned by the same people or have some sort of relation. But yesterday I did. I just happened to be out and about, and I picked up Scooby Doo. Flocked purple Scooby Doo. I know there's some other ones out. I think there's orange, blue, green, obviously brown, maybe a red. I'm not sure, but there are a few of these, and this is the latest one. I don't know if they're going to keep doing that. It's kind of a money grab in my opinion, but on the other hand, these are really cool looking. It's flocked Scooby Doo, so I'm sure these are going to be very popular. Hold on to them if you get one. The weird thing about these are, I got up there pretty early. I was, I don't know, 10th in line maybe, and there were only 27 of them. They were giving them, you could buy a maximum of 5 pops each. So guess who didn't get one? They were handing out tickets at the beginning, asking you how many you wanted. Of course, by the time it came to me, they had already sold out. Luckily, I know people, have some friends that were further up in the line. I don't know if that seems shady or not, but really, if you're gonna do this, limit it to 1 or 2 per person. That way everybody in the line, it wasn't like a huge line either, but here it is. So, hopefully you got one. Pop, 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 and pops. Thanks for checking in with me. Stay tuned, there will be, I'm working on my website for vilevillain.com. Right now it goes to my other site, which is celebritydead.com. If you like news about dead celebrities, go check that out. If not, and you're still looking for toys, well, vilevillain.com won't take you there yet. But I'm expecting in maybe a week or so, I'll have that up and good to go. And until next time.